Hi, I'm Todd Wente, and this is the Daily 180. 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action and improve your life. This is episode 256 of the Daily 180, and today we're going to be talking about another A word. That word is aptitude. Remember, as we're going through all of these words, they're about moving us closer to the things that we truly want, because progress is what success is really all about. Not perfection, but progress. So why aptitude in the midst of all of the other words that we've chosen and used as we've gone throughout this experience? Well, one of the things that is critical for us to understand, I remember watching a video from Mike Rowe where he talked about the idea that he wanted to be a great carpenter. He wanted to be a guy who could look at a piece of wood and figure out how to make something and put it together. He wanted to be like his grandfather. And then he did that once in shop class. He put together a sconce, he said it was. Which to me sounds like a pretty tricky thing, but maybe in the way that it was being put together, it's not such a big deal. And he said that he put this together and he took it to his grandfather, and his grandfather said, not everybody's going to be a carpenter. Now, when I heard that, I related to my own experience. I made a picnic table in a shop class that was supposed to hold ketchup and mustard and salt and pepper and all these kinds of things. And I thought I was doing a really good job. And when it was finally put together, beautiful mahogany wood, stained nicely. I'd sanded it well, but there were a few things on that deal that even though I was following instructions, I didn't do such a good job. My aptitude for doing those kinds of projects was pretty low. I've gotten better. I work with wood for different kinds of projects along the way, and I've gotten better. But I will tell you that my aptitude for working in that kind of an environment with those kinds of tools and materials is not nearly as strong as my aptitude for working with performing on stage. Performing on stage is a place where I have a much greater aptitude, a natural talent or ability that manifests itself with very little effort. Now, when I look at those two, it doesn't mean that I can't get joy out of working in the woodworking area. It also doesn't mean that I am going to be able to do everything on the stage environment without putting in any work. In actual fact, the reality for both is true. If I want to work in those areas, either area, I'm going to have to put in some work. If I want to be good in either area, I'm going to have to put in some work. But sometimes knowing an area where we've got a natural talent or ability and figuring out how we can put our efforts there, especially when it comes to our primary vocation, can yield much greater results in a much shorter time period. I'm sure I'm going to be good with some of the woodworking things that I do and that I have done, but it comes with a much higher cost and it's much harder. So being aware of where our aptitude lies sometimes can help us make good choices about how we measure our success. And sometimes we can turn around and say we want to develop a new aptitude. We just have to recognize it's going to take a lot more work than someplace that we already have natural aptitude. I hope this is helpful for you today. If it is, give us a thumbs up, give us a share, give us a subscribe. We'd love to have you come with us for the rest of the journey. In the meantime, my name is Todd Wente. This has been the Daily 180. Go forth and conquer. We'll see you next time.